The stage is set, and the glittering prize awaits one of these two teams. But which one? In the 2022 FIFA World Cup final. And it's live right here on EA TV. Hello and welcome to a contest of colossal meaning. We find ourselves here just to the north of the Doha city centre, ahead of the 2022 World Cup final. My name is Derek Ray, and with me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And as you can imagine on this occasion, the atmosphere is building up nicely. It's Spain versus Argentina.
Well, what an occasion for these two sets of players. A chance to be world champions. Let's hope the game matches the atmosphere. It should be an absolute cracker. I can't wait for this to start.
Very quick thinking there. Here's the lineup for Spain. Jordi Alba plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Dani Olmo plays with Ferran Torres out wide. And the main striker today is Morata. The Argentina first team. Emilio Martinez is the goalkeeper. Lionel Messi starts with Angel Di Maria on the flanks. And leading the line, Lautaro.
Hold on, Derek, chance here.
That's great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
Messi with the corner. Argentina will get the throw in. It needs an accurate cross. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Well, it's true to say, before this World Cup, we knew that Spain had the potential to win it. But could they actually get the job done on the pitch? What we've seen these last few weeks reminds us of the Iniesta, Xavi generation.
Oh, Derek, what a chance this is.
What a big chance that was. Keeper has the ball. Koke. And Torres on the ball. Now, what can they do from here? Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, Derek, we know he loves linking up with other players, but it's when he's in and around the penalty area, that's when he's at his most dangerous.
Oh, opportunity here, Stuart! Oh, right in the nick of time. And he clears the danger. Intercepting it intelligently. Oh, fancy footwork. Morata. And a fine stop. Can they forge ahead? And it's in! We've just witnessed the first goal of this 2022 World Cup final. One to savour.
Well, here it is again, and when you clear the ball, you have to get height and distance on it to give your defence time to readjust. They don't do that, it's a poor clearance, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net.
Goal!
So the ball rolling again, with the scoreline standing at 1-0.
Number 7, Morata.
Otamendi. Here's Marcos Acuna. Martinez. Messi! Closing down well. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Beautifully weighted ball. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Offside.
Well, he doesn't need to make his movement quite so quickly there. Just let the ball be played into the space.
Otamendi. Determined defending. Otamendi. There to win it back. And intercepted there. Now sliding in field. Well, they're trying to get right into his face. And they have possession again. Good movement. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Jordi Alba. Dani Olmo with it. Giving it a try. Well, closed down straight away.
Well, Argentina are enjoying most of the possession, but without really creating enough chances. They've almost passed the ball for the sake of it. They need to start getting it into their front players much quicker to get back into this.
Jordi Alba. And the emphasis is on creativity, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Koke. Well, the counter chance looks very real. All hands on deck. Martinez. The save was a good one. Fired over by Messi. Still not clear. Well, nothing comes of it. Sergio Busquets. And Torres on the ball. High quality defending. And they need to get tighter here. This could square the game. Oh, a goal it is! The equaliser in this final. What next in the drama?
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. And there it is, the half-time whistle. And the match is underway. Great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that.
So back underway and an intriguing second half in prospect. Well, possibilities inside the box. Busquets. It looked as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Defenders need to cover. Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
Playing it in. Oh, good save. Excellent header. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Messi with the corner. And that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. Sergio Busquets. Pedri. In the right place to cut out the pass. Paredes. Promising sequence. But really sticking to their task defensively. Opportunity in the wide area. Options in the centre. Well, he took care of it defensively. It did look on for them, but not to be. Torres. Here's Carvajal. Morata. Oh, there it is! There's the goal that gives them the lead. Just what they wanted.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Torres. Koke with it. Well, the attack looks promising. Poor pass under no real pressure. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. All hands on deck. Surely the equaliser. And the keeper has denied him.
Well, I've got to say, Derek, he was always in control of that situation. Brilliant stuff.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. The corner courtesy of Lionel Messi. Disappointing delivery, sailing over everyone in the middle. Cuts in from the flank. Lionel Messi. And he takes on the shot. Well, it might still work out for them. Oh, goal! How about that for degree of difficulty? Simply off the charts.
Well, just look at this. Magnificent agility, perfect timing and great connection. What a goal that is.
And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo with it. Sergio Busquets. Chance to take the lead. And the keeper had the measure of it. And a substitution in the offing. And they're going for the short one. And pushed away to safety. And a poor ball. Oh, beating his opponent with ease.
Well, they might be piling on the pressure, but they've got to make it count in those situations, that's for sure. Well, the fans are going mad here. They think that was a penalty.
Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. And a goal it is from who else? Lionel Messi.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
Goal.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Lionel Messi.
Sergio Busquets. And a fine tackle. Opportunity here. Oh, he really bruised the crossbar. And reading it absolutely superbly. Messi. And no worries for the goalkeeper.
Well, that would have made sure of a well-deserved victory, but they're not quite there yet.
Gerard Moreno. They are making headway, but really they need a goal with time not on their side. This could square the game, but no, he's gone and missed it.
Well, what a huge moment that could prove to be. They're running out of time here.
Molina. Well, by playing keep ball like this, they're keeping the opposition at bay. Lionel Messi. Correa. Oh, big chance. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Marvellous anticipation. Pedri. Torres on the ball. Well, getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, this late corner could represent their last chance to equalise. Well, the header needed to be a lot better than that. Didn't really make the keeper work. De Paul. Can he make it count? Well, it might still work out for them. Well, he didn't really trouble the keeper. To be fair, the angle was tight.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right option. It was always going to be difficult to score from there.
And there goes the final whistle. For the third time in history, Argentina have won the World Cup.
And I have to say, Derek, they've been the best team in the tournament. There's no doubt about that.
Argentina, world champions. They did it in 1978 and 1986. They've done it again in 2022, Stuart.
Well, this is the pinnacle of any footballer's career, and what a night it's been for these players and the coaching staff and, of course, the fans.
And a fine stop. We've just witnessed the first goal of this 2022 World Cup. And they need to get tighter here. Oh, a goal it is! The equaliser in this final. What next in the drama? Defenders need to cover. But it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper.
Save. Excellent header. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Here's Carvajal. Oh, there it is. There's the goal that gives them the lead. Lionel Messi. And he takes on the shot. Well, it might still work out for them. Oh, a goal! How about that for degree of difficulty? And a goal it is from who else? Lionel Messi. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. So does... What a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. Hello and welcome to the Lusail Stadium, just about 10 miles to the north of Doha, here in Qatar. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And it is a first test for these two countries here at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. It's Argentina, and they take on Saudi Arabia.
Well, thanks, Derek. This is such an important game. Both sides will be desperate to start this group well. Let's hope we see some great football today.
The Argentina first team. Lionel Messi starts with Angel Di Maria on the flanks, and leading the line, Lautaro Martinez.
Oh, can he finish it here, Derek?
And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. And the keeper's given it away inexcusably. Well, you always feel there's a bit of extra pressure on Argentina going into the World Cup. It's been 36 years since last they lifted the trophy. But can they produce the sort of performances we saw from them in 1978, inspired by Kempes, and in 1986, inspired by Maradona?
Well, they were unbeaten in the qualifying group. They've got some top players, they've got a coach who knows how to win games tactically, but they've got a couple of tricky games in Mexico and Poland, but they should go through, I think.
An awful lot of green space to run into. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Lo Celso. Martinez. On to Messi. Can they put it away? Brilliantly blocked. Messi with the corner. Oh, cleared off the line. Alert defending. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Well, the referee allowing advantage to accrue to them. Martinez. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Bahebri. Poor pass under no real pressure. Martinez. Well, the supporters think it's on. Couldn't quite hang on. Well, they can keep possession now. Abdullah Al-Malki. That's a lovely ball. Targets available, cross comes in. Well, off target in the end, and that'll be a goal kick.
Well, I think the defender just about did enough there, but that was a chance.
Nicely cut out. Well, they're trying to get right into his face. Messi. And he's through here. Save, but still a chance. Danger averted for now. Hatan Bahebri. Disappointing pass. Into the advanced position. Shot attempted. And keeping it out. One terrific save after another. Determined defending. And he's got the beating of his opponent. And a good-looking ball. But at one point on its flight, I wondered if the keeper would have difficulties, but no problems in the end. Went in strongly, decisively. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Real chance. And a goal to increase their advantage. It's a 2-goal lead now.
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip beyond the defender. It just buys him that bit of time to get his shot away. That's a really nice goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. And an astute piece of defending. He continues his run, but really sticking to the Messi. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
Well, this is threatening to get out of hand. Just look at the scoreline.
Lionel Messi.
A really sumptuous ball. He might profit from here, you know. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, here's the replay. What a pass this is from Martinez. And Lionel Messi does the rest. He strikes it so cleanly. He hits it with power and accuracy. There's no stopping that one.
A lopsided contest, 4-0.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
And it might be a goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest.
Lionel.
Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. That is that for the first half here. Well, you have to say Lionel Messi has been at his superb best up to now. Not, Stuart, that we should be too surprised about that.
Well, he's looked unstoppable today. Quick, clever, skillful, and he's taken his goals really well. He's been wonderful to watch.
Blocked. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. He's got space. Oh, fancy footwork. In there by Di Maria. Oh, a moment of pure class. Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, this is worth watching again. Di Maria beats the challenge with such ease, and the finish is really well taken because he judges the flight of the ball, uses the right technique, and then makes such good contact. That's a clever goal.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting, 6-0.
Lionel Messi.
Marcos Acuna. Lo Celso. Martinez. Will he find the net? Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, here's the replay, and that's the perfect outcome. Right into the corner and in off the post. That's a very good goal.
Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Well, he clearly wants to complete his hat-trick, Stuart.
Well, he's been fantastic up to now. You'd think it's going to come if he gets another opportunity. Well, those stats tell you everything. They're opening up the opposition at will, and while we've seen some really poor defending, their attacking play has been excellent.
Salman Al-Faraj. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Making progress. Not a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. And saved by the keeper. And there's the delivery. And the keeper left us in no doubt that that was always going to be his ball. Di Maria. And room now out on the flank. Salman Al-Faraj. Could be a chance to break here. Well, that is how to break up a counter-attack. Salman Al-Faraj. Well, possession ceded. That's a well-struck pass. Firing it in. Able to get a body in the way. Messi. Messi. And here he is, Lionel Messi. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then it's a clinical finish from Messi. The outcome was never in doubt, was it? You just knew he would score from there.
Goal for Argentina.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Di Maria. And it might be. Well, not every keeper would have been that brave.
Well, he read it brilliantly, didn't he? Top stuff from the keeper.
Well, let's see if something comes of this. A smart stop here. So making the substitution now. Delivering it. Can they stop it going in? Able to close down the shot. Well, the danger is still there. Al-Shahrani. Possession one. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. An example of how to press. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Supporters making themselves heard. Well, fantastic reflex action. Bahebri. And that was a very fine read. Al-Shehri. Same story, couldn't hang on to the ball. Messi. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Can they hit on the break? Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. And they have possession again. So a throw in here. Well, we've entered the final 5 minutes. Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action potentially. And a yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
It is a decent-looking attack here. Well, the only way to say it is he got it all horribly wrong, Stuart.
Well, he has to make the keeper work harder than that. That's a tame finish.
Able to skip past his man. Lionel Messi has scored. One of the greatest players there's ever been.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Goal for Argentina.
Well, we are going to have a decent amount of stoppage time. 3 minutes to be exact. Hassan Bahebri. And he saw the situation developing. Messi. Oh, managing to beat him. And the final whistle. A victory for Argentina. Precisely what their fans were hoping for, Stuart.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
He continues his run.